Some time ago, maybe a couple of months ago, a friend of mine got me free workout for the gym because I just happened to say that last 2-3 days I'm not really up to it and I'm not doing well in the gym and I'm not doing my exercise as well. So this friend was kind enough to get me, and then I had it, and actually it was a great experience. So for those of you who don't know what is a pre-workout or you don't go to the gym, it's a supplement that you have a few minutes before gym, maybe 10 minutes before, and it somehow gives you a lot of strength and a high, a high to have your mood, and also of course your strength, physical strength increases, and you can do whatever you want to do. It can be used for any sport. So I had that and I really enjoyed my workout, okay? So the next time, again, I asked for it. But the second time when I asked for it, I realized that this is how we get hooked to the shortcuts. This is how we get hooked to anything that gives us that rush of dopamine, and it's not really a real thing. So whether it is our pre-workout, whether it is alcohol we have and we feel very strong emotionally, and we are more authentic, and we can courageously be ourselves for those few hours or so, whether it is eventually moving to drugs, or whether it is social media dopamine rush or attention dopamine rush. What I realized is that unfortunately this is an addiction, and our society, a major part of our society falling apart, is a result of these kind of artificial highs. It can vary from a pre-workout, which is the so-called positive high, to even drugs, and getting hooked to drugs, hooked to certain culture of socializing, which is against our value system, which is actually really destroying the fabric of the society. So what I thought to myself at that moment, as this thought came, I told my friend, I said, no, please don't get me, and this is the reason. And then they laughed, two of them, and they said, oh, she's going to make a video on this now. And yes, I'm going to make a video, because it is important to realize that nothing in life is about shortcuts, and nothing in life, if we have achieved it as a result of a shortcut, is going to last us. What we are looking for is the real inner strength. And the real inner strength comes from you not doing the things the hard way, but being in acceptance of whatever it is and trying to improve yourself from there. If you want to do things using drugs, alcohol, pre-workout, too much of attention from the social media, which is really not real, at some point you would be hooked and you would want more and more of it. And this is actually an addiction. And eventually every addiction is going to cause you harm, and it is never going to pay off. If you're hooked onto something which causes you dopamine rush, take a pause, sit down, journal. Why are you doing this, and how important it is, and how would it look like 5 years from now? How is it adding any value? What are the physical consequences of it? What are the mental consequences? What are the societal consequences? What are the emotional things that you're going to go through? If everything is positive, be my guest, go do it. But if it is not, and in 5 years from now it is going to cost you either your relationship, or your finances, or your health, or your state of mind and emotion, or your spiritual well-being, then you really need to look at it and put a stop to it. Laws of love.